This is how I cured my child's eczema. So today's video is on how I finally got my childhood eczema under control. I'm going to share with you guys exactly what I did and the natural products I used to help clear up my son's skin. So first off, my little one was suffering from eczema for years. It was constant flare-ups across the cheeks and the back of the knees and the back of the elbows, the classic spots. Now, honestly, the most frustrating part of it all was that I spent a fortune on baby and child products that claimed to soothe eczema, but did absolutely nothing. So I tried them all. I tried all the fancy lotions from the store and even the prescribed steroid creams from the doctor, but truthfully, some of those products made the skin even more sensitive and thin. That's something that happens with steroids, and it led actually to worse flare-ups. I was beyond frustrated, so I decided to take matters into my own hands, do my own research, and I have to admit, finding something completely natural. So I'm going to share it with you. First of all, castor oil. As I was searching for natural home remedies, I discovered castor oil. Doesn't matter about the brand, but guys, this stuff is absolutely amazing, period. First of all, it's all natural. So it's kind of a thick oil. And bonus, it's incredibly affordable. This one was maybe about $20. I would apply this gently over the affected areas every single night before bed. And whenever I noticed them getting itchy, I'd apply a little bit more. And honestly, I noticed a huge improvement in the skin just after a couple of weeks. And I kept at it. That's the important thing. And after after a week, it was significantly better. And after 3 weeks, the flare-ups were completely under control. And honestly, this stuff is a complete miracle. The second thing I used was probiotics. Now, this one's very easy, but really important step. I used a multi-strain, similar to this. It doesn't matter about the brand so much. This one comes in a blister pack with capsules. And I popped it out and I opened up the powder when my little one was a young baby. And I used a capsule a day, and it's pretty much a standard for keeping health optimal ongoing. And even today, when he's 19, he still has probiotics. Now, the next one I want to mention, among the other very important steps, is using raw apple cider vinegar. This one's a Costco one. It doesn't matter so much, but there's a sediment at the bottom. That's quite important, unfiltered raw. And what I would do is mix a teaspoon of this into my child's morning water or juice to help the system from the inside out, because it really helps the digestion. It sounds a bit strange, I know, but it's fantastic for balancing the gut. And as we know, the skin health starts in the gut. Alongside that, I used a very dilute solution in apple cider vinegar in the warm bath. And that really soothes the skin as well. It helps restores the skin balance pH level and keeps out those nasty bacteria that trigger eczema and flaring up worse. I'm so convinced that these two things work together to clear up the skin, the castor oil, the probiotics, and I saw results really quickly, which was cool. The other thing I used that I think really made an impact was very easy, zinc. Now, it doesn't tastes like the apple cider vinegar, so really easy. Same thing, you can open up the capsule or you can just get a zinc powder. It's a cofactor in many of the pathways in the body, but basically it's for the gut cell wall repair and immune function. According to nutritional population studies, most children don't even have enough from food alone. Yeah, as I said, I used the capsules most of the time because I was taking them anyway. Now, omega-3 fish oil as well. I aimed for 500 milligrams when he was really young, and then later 1,000 milligrams of EPA. That's a special component in the fish oil per day. And I used a liquid, you get it in a bottle. And a baby, I used smaller ones. And then as he got older, he could swallow the capsules. So that was easier. Sometimes you hear about cod-liver oil, which is good for the fat-soluble vitamins, but straight fish oil is much more effective for the anti-inflammatory actions. The EPA is specific for anti-inflammatory, and it calms the skin, the inflammation in there, and it feeds the actual cells that make up the skin health. Now, there were other things over the years too, like diet changes and whole food and real food diet and changing the cleaning products and other nutritional supplements too. But the ones I mentioned here apple cider vinegar, Cod-liver, Probiotics, they really gave me hope to see the power of natural medicines and give back the power to me, rather than just thinking the cream was going to fix it all, which it just didn't. So guys, give this a shot, and if you try it and see, comment below and let me know how it goes. I pray it works for your little ones as it did for mine. And if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to the channel, and if you want to continue receiving health tips for the family, continue watching with this next video here where I share more helpful tips.